Hi, my name is Mike Theiss. I teach my face-to-face classes at the University of Wisconsin Marathon campus, and I also teach for the University of Wisconsin online campus. I'm going to be working with you in an application called Microsoft Word. Going to take some text today, and the text that is already in this document, I want to convert it to a table. Then I want to be able to do some basic math in the table so that I can add up the costs of my project. If you look in the document here, and I'm going to scroll a little bit, it's designed so that the text has some continuity to it. The land preparation, excavating and backhoe, building pond, building materials, then the name of the company that's doing it, and then the prices. There was some thought that went into this so that the basic design lends itself to convert to a table. One other thing I want to do is I'm going to go up, use my show hide codes, and I want to see how this document was put together. And I can see that at the end of each line, a hard return. Somebody tapped the enter key in order for the cursor to go down to the next line. Now I know how this text is set up and what the design is. I'm going to turn off the show hide codes. Just going to kind of go up here. I don't need the title of the project, so I'm going to give myself a little bit more room here so that you and I know that we can see the whole thing at once. I kind of shrunk it down on my zoom tab there also. Okay, now I can see all of the data. Using the mouse, left mouse click here, holding the left mouse button, not really clicking, I have selected the text I want to convert into a table. I went up to the tab for insert. Left mouse click on insert. Now I know I'm going to be working with a table, and I want to go down here where this little diamond is because that tells me there's more options built in. And when I clicked on the diamond with the left mouse button, I can either draw a table on my own or I can convert text to table. I don't want to retype, so I'm going to use the convert text to table feature. Number of columns. In my brain, I have been thinking about, gee, what do I want here? You know, do I want 4? Do I want 5? Do I want 2? I have decided on 3 columns. Okay? So I use the little roller button to go to 3. Everything else remains the same. Here, separate text at. This is why I wanted to know how my document was put together with the hard returns. I have a number of tools that I can use. Mine was using the paragraph key. I clicked on that button and I now have a table. Because the table is selected, I have up here on the top, I have some new tabs, a table tools tab, and a sub-tab for design and for layout. Layout, okay, design. I'm taking a look. I deselected the table so I can get a feel for what it looks like. Okay, here's what needs to be done. Here's who is going to do it in the middle column, and the cost is in the far right column. I like this way it's designed. Now, with my cursor in the last cell in the lower right-hand corner, my goal here is to add a whole nother row. And when I'm in this lowest right-hand corner with my cursor and I tap my tab key, I will add a whole new row. I'm going to take and I'm going to select. Notice the different cursor with my mouse here. My left mouse button is being held down. I have selected all the columns. I'm going up into the layout tab and I want to take and merge these cells. I want one big long bottom horizontal cell at the bottom. I'm going to merge them. I have merged them. It's kind of hard to see, but the cell walls are gone between column B and C and between column A and B. Now I want to take and I want to make sure that my cursor, the text that I'm putting in, is aligned appropriately. I've got all these options where my mouse is floating around. I want my text, my cursor, to be in the bottom right-hand corner of the cell. So I've selected this alignment feature. I'm going to click in the cell to deselect it, and if you'll notice, my cursor is now flashing over here at the far right. In this cell, my goal now is to add up automatically everything above, in the rows above. There is a tool in the Table Tools Layout tab in the Data Grouping for formulas. This is not a sophisticated formula. This is just a basic formula that we can put in to do some basic, very basic math and do it quickly and efficiently. I clicked on that option. I have my dialog box here. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Okay. My cursor was down here. Equal sum of the above. The above has to be numbers. Okay, this is going to work. This is what I want to do. I'm going to also take advantage of how the numbers are formatted. I clicked with some options. I want to make it currency. Okay, and that's as far as I'm going to go with those options. And I'm going to click on the OK button. I now have automatically added up these items up here. Just for show and tell, I'm going to save my file. It's always good to save as you go along here. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to edit the cost of the pond buildings. Peter's Ponds called me up and they said, hey, you know, instead of that almost $3,600, we know there have been some changes that we can go for $3,000. Now, when I go for $3,000 and I make the change, okay, it does not automatically recalculate. You have to tell it to recalculate the formula. The formula is selected with the right mouse click. I click in the selected cell area here and I tell it to update the field. It automatically updates the field. Now, this is still better than doing math in your head. You know what's being done, right? How you use the tool is your business, but this is really an excellent way to work with values in a word processing document. Thank you.